right, happy Wednesday. So we're going to do a little lesson on the volume of cones. Volume of cones. Okay, so cones are a 3D object. They are a type of a prism, but not, they're kind of more of they're a mix between a prism, a cylinder, and a pyramid. So they're their own special breed. So go ahead and write that title up there. And I'm going to go ahead and give you the formula. So the formula for cones is volume equals 1/3 big B times the H. So some of these things should be familiar. The big B is, of course, what? It's the area of the base. And the H is the height of the cone. All right. So we need to find the base of the circle. We know that it's a 1/3 ratio, just like a pyramid. I mean, a 1/3, we're multiplying that by 1/3, but we need to find the base of the circle. I mean, the base of the cone. Well, the base of a cone is a circle. So big B is going to be a circle. It's the area of the circle. Okay? And so big B, if we remember our circle formulas, big B is, the area of a circle is pi times the radius squared. Okay? Pi times the radius squared. So I'm going to draw you an example. And draw an example for you. So it's kind of like you have a triangle with a circle bottom, okay? And that shows us what our radius is, 5 feet, okay? And then this dotted line is not a line you would see, it's an imaginary line, but that's going to show us what our height is. It's 12 feet. 12 feet. Okay? So we got to find the big B. We're going to find the big B. The big B is going to be pi times the radius squared. Well, here's the radius, 5 and 5. Okay? So, just like I did in class on Tuesday, I will let you use the calculator on this little mini unit we're doing here on the volume of these shapes, other shapes that are 8th grade content. So we're going to go ahead and put in our, well, I want to do one more step here, writing first. Okay, so now we know, let's do the big B first. Let's do the big B in the calculator. We're not going to all put it in. We're just going to get the big B. So it's second, and then the up button here. That's pi. Let me clear that screen up. Second and the up. And then, I know you don't have this at home, most of you. So you may not be able to do this right now, but I want you to pay attention so that when you come to class, you'll know how to do this. So we have the pi. Remember, pi in our calculator, it knows what pi is, so we don't have to approximate it to 3.14. We're going to put pi and then times 5 and then 5 again, just like we wrote here. You can use the parentheses. The parentheses know in the calculator, it knows that that means 5 times 5 times 5. Okay, we're going to press enter, and that's going to give us our big B right here. Our big B, which is 78.54. We're going to abbreviate that, okay? 78.54. So now we know what our big B is. We can go ahead and write in our volume formula. Volume equals 1/3. We're going to put parentheses around that so that when we put that in the calculator, you'll remember. Times the big B, which we got is 78.54. And then times the height. Our height is over here, it's 12. So now I can go ahead and put all of that in my calculator. 1 divided by 3 makes 1/3. the calculator, times 78.53, and then times the height, which is 12. And that was going to give us our answer, 314.12. And that is feet cubed because it is volume. Okay? So we need to make sure we know our formula is 1/3 times the big B times the height. So it's just like the pyramids, but this time we need to know we have to do the big B on the bottom, which is your area of a circle. So you have to know this first. You have to do this step first. This is your first step. And then this is your second step, putting it all in the calculator. Okay? All right. I will see you tomorrow. Have a good night.